Exploring the Depths of Loss and Yearning, an exposition of Matteo Balaban's Departure. In the evocative song Departure by Matteo Balaban, known by his musical moniker Rain Bordo, listeners are thrust into a contemplative realm shrouded in melancholy and nostalgia. The artistry of the song lies in its ability to encapsulate profound feelings of sadness and introspection through vivid imagery and poignant metaphors. This essay will unravel layers of meaning in Departure, examining how the themes of loss, longing, and the irreversible passage of time are intricately woven into the fabric of the lyrics. At its core, Departure presents a narrative of abandonment and the sorrow that ensues from lost connections. The opening line, "I melt by the candle, soaked in sadness, passing unnoticed by my harbor," sets the tone for a haunting exploration of grief. Here, the speaker is illustrated as vulnerable and exposed, akin to a candle flickering in a darkened room. The candle is a potent symbol, representing fleeting illumination and the fragility of love. As it melts, it embodies the transient nature of human emotions, echoing the inevitability of time's passage. In this imagery, the candle serves as a reminder that moments of happiness are often ephemeral, leaving behind nothing but waxy remnants of what once was. The phrase "passing unnoticed by my harbor" evokes a sense of isolation. The harbor traditionally signifies safety, a place of refuge and shelter. Yet the speaker's harbor is indifferent, highlighting a profound sense of abandonment. This idea resonates deeply, as individuals often encounter times when they feel disconnected from their previous anchors in life. The unnoticed nature of the speaker's plight suggests that the struggles of the heart are often hidden from view, experienced in silence, and unnoticed by those around them. Thus, the initial imagery encapsulates isolation, loss, and an overwhelming sense of sadness. Continuing this theme, the juxtaposition between melting together with the candle and the act of sailing in the Valley of Flowers creates an intriguing contrast. The valley traditionally symbolizes beauty and abundance. However, when paired with the imagery of melting, it highlights the duality of existence. Beauty can often mask deep sorrow. One can exist amidst the splendor of life yet feel profoundly discontented or empty. The phrase "we melt together" suggests a longing for connection. It portrays the desperation of the speaker to maintain a bond with the flame that once provided warmth and comfort. It implies an existential desire, leaving readers to ponder the ways we cling to fleeting relationships and experiences, desperately hoping to recapture what once brought joy. A dominant theme throughout Departure is the futile bid against time and the irrevocability of moments lost. The speaker's plea to beg time to return and melt exemplifies the universal human desire to rewind and relive cherished experiences. Time becomes an antagonist, not merely a concept, but a formidable force that renders dreams unattainable. The phrase "there is no second chance" is laden with a sorrowful acceptance of reality, forging an understanding that one must learn to navigate the aftermath of loss and heartbreak. As the narrative unfolds, it poignantly illustrates the struggle between nostalgia and acceptance, where the past is a bittersweet companion that lingers in memory but can never be fully reclaimed. The evocative line, "melted before the flood of my harbor, I watch love slip from my hand," further reinforces the overwhelming sense of powerlessness felt by the speaker. The imagery of a flood connotes an uncontrollable rush of emotions, representing the overwhelming nature of sorrow that can consume one's spirit in the face of love lost. This feeling of watching love slip away adds a tangible quality to the anguish. One can perceive the intimate connection disintegrating before one's very eyes. The act of watching is passive. It invites listeners to empathize with the speaker's situation, highlighting how love, while once vivid and alive, can dissolve and disappear inexplicably. Moreover, the haunting reminder that, when it melted, it begged me to melt my dreams, introduces an unsettling twist to the sentiment of lost love. This line suggests that love's dissolution carries with it the burden of relinquishing one's dreams and aspirations. The idea that love requests, or demands, the sacrifice of one's dreams adds a layer of complexity to the experience of loss. It proposes that in the pursuit of love, one may inadvertently lose sight of personal identity and aspirations. The slickness of such a melting process blurs the line between love's warmth and the pain of relinquishment, igniting contemplation about the prices one pays for commitment and emotional investment. As the imagery deepens, the lines, "My candle casts no shadow nor does my sea foam," evoke a sense of desolation. Shadows often provide context to light, illustrating depth and contrast in our experiences. The absence of such shadows reflects the speaker's state of being. Love and happiness, once vibrant, now seem intangible, leaving nothing in their wake. This void lingers in the air, creating an environment in which the speaker must confront their own existence in solitude. The overarching symptom of heartbreak is depicted here as not just emotional pain, but an existential crisis, where nothing from the past bears any semblance of life or meaning. In the quest for rekindling joy in life, the evocative line, "All the candles and harbors in the world will not be enough to bring back happiness," emphasizes a sobering truth. There are limits to what external factors can restore the heart. While candles may symbolize hope and renewal, and harbors suggest safety and solace, the reality presented suggests that true healing comes from within. The intrinsic nature of the human experience is that of resilience. Yet the journey to reclaim happiness is often ridden with struggle, and at times, inherently solitary. As the song progresses, "I continue to sail without a lighthouse on the blue sea through the oceans of the world," suggests a quest for direction in the face of overwhelming sorrow. The lighthouse traditionally serves as a guiding beacon, representing hope and clarity amid turbulent waters. The absence of such guidance evokes a daunting sense of disorientation as the speaker navigates through life without purpose or stability. The blue sea perhaps refers to melancholy, as blue often connotes sadness in literature and art. The metaphor of sailing through the oceans of the world indicates an endless search for meaning, amplifying the speaker's emotional turmoil. It indicates that the essence of the journey is not merely geographical, it is an internal expedition towards understanding oneself amidst loss. Continuing this exploration of identity and emotion, the line, "I have neither flame nor ember like when I gave love as a gift," poignantly encapsulates the profound emptiness that follows love's departure. Here, the speaker mourns the loss of passion and warmth that once ignited their spirit. Flames and embers symbolize not only love, but the vitality and energy that come with it. In their absence, the speaker acknowledges a powerful shift from giving warmth to feeling nothing at all, underscoring how intimately intertwined love and self-worth can become. The notion of love as a gift implies an inherent value. Yet, when that gift is taken away, the vestiges of one's worth can also be stripped away, leading to a sense of profound inadequacy. As the song metaphorically draws to a close with "My bonfire has disappeared like the sea spilled and the wax settled on the foundation I was building," listeners are invited to reflect on the impermanence of life and love. The imagery of a bonfire suggests warmth, community, and vibrancy, yet its disappearance paints a stark reality of solitude and loss. The comparison to a sea that has spilled portrays a landscape forever altered, while the settling wax denotes a state of resignation to one's tragic plight. The emphasis on the foundation implies that the speaker's life was once built upon love and connection, yet without them, it remains incomplete and bare. In conclusion, Matteo Balaban's Departure is an exquisite exploration of the themes of loss, longing, and the relentless march of time. Through vivid and soulful imagery, the song delves into the sorrow of love lost and the repercussions of this absence on one's identity and aspirations. It hauntingly encapsulates the struggle between nostalgia and acceptance within the emotive landscape of grief. Ultimately, Balaban's poignant lyrics resonate with universality, inviting introspection and empathy as listeners navigate their own journeys through the often tempestuous seas of love, loss, and self-discovery. The depth of feeling articulated in Departure serves to remind us of the resilience of the human spirit, navigating through darker waters toward potential renewal, illuminated by the flicker of hope that still resides within. Settings: use appropriate media. Use a male young British voice for the narrator.